It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? It's a neighborly day in this beauty wood, a neighborly day for a beauty. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? I have always wanted to have a neighbor just like you. I've always wanted to live in a neighborhood with you. So let's make the most of this beautiful day. Since we're together, we might as well say, would you be mine? Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor? Won't you please? Won't you please? Please won't you be my neighbor? Well, hello everyone from Evans City. Our whole Evans City family can be together this way. Did you know that March 20th was Mr. Rogers' birthday? And that's the day we recorded this. So a big shout out to Mr. Rogers for inspiring us. But one of the things I wanted to do with you today is talk about some of the things that you've already learned at Evans City. And one of those is give me 5. Can everyone give me 5? I'm wondering how many of you remember what those 5 things are and why we do that when we want to get everyone's attention. I should see every hand up that knows what that is. It looks like a couple of you can't quite remember, and I can understand that if you've only been in our school as a kindergartner or first grader. So let's go over them again. First thing we do when we say give me 5 is we think, where are we and what should we be doing? And we use our brain for that. So that's the first thing. The second thing is our eyes. What our eyes should be doing? Who should I be looking at? What should I be paying attention to? The third thing is our ears. Who should we be listening to? I bet you all remember that. We should be listening to the person who's talking. And the fourth thing we should think about is what our mouths should be doing. Should we have a quiet voice, a silent voice, or is it okay to have a louder voice? You can think about all those things as well as the fifth thing, which is controlling our bodies. Remember, we can do all those 5 things no matter where we are. We could be thinking about where am I and what should I be doing? Whether you're learning at home, which is what we're going to be doing now, or whether you are playing with your family or cooking a meal, all those things are things that you'll be doing at home, and you can think about those 5 things. So boys and girls, oh, did you hear that? I hear a knock on the door. I wonder who it is. Let's check and see. It's Mr. McTady. Hi, Mr. McTady.
Hi, Mrs. Pendred. How are you?
Nice to see you. Thanks for stopping by.
It's so nice to see you too. I have a speedy delivery for all of our neighbors out there.
Oh, that's great.
Everybody read this. We all read that.
That looks familiar, Mr. McTady.
That says, be safe, boys and girls. Even while we're at home, we want to make sure that we're still making safe decisions. Whether we're on the internet, in our teams or in classes, we want to make sure that we are being safe. At home with our families, we want to play safely and learn safely. And being safe means being in control of ourselves, like Mrs. Pendred has said with our Give Me 5. So we want to make sure that we are being safe at home and following that Evans City Elementary rule. Oh, Mrs. Pendred, I think we have another friend here.
We do? Oh, I can't wait to see who it is. Wonder who it is.
Who's here?
Hi. Hello, Mr.
Moorman.
Hello, Mrs. Pendred.
Hi, Miss
Hello,
Moorman.
Evans City. I'm so happy to see you, so happy to be here today. I'm here to remind you that while we're all home, we want to remember to be kind. I think you remember hearing about that when we were at Evans City, but it's just as important that we remember to be kind this week while we are learning at home. And that may look a little bit different, but you know that I think just a little bit of kindness can go such a long way. And we can be kind to our brothers and sisters, moms, dads. grandmas, grandpas, whoever you are at home with. I want to challenge you and see if you could try to do one simple act of kindness every day. See if you could do that. And this could look like getting your chores done before a grown-up has to ask you, not arguing with your sisters or your brothers, and being responsible while using your devices, making sure that we're using kind words, whether that's in person or on your device. Something that I say is if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. Okay, see if you could give someone a compliment, choose to be positive and use positive self-talk. We really want to make sure that we're being kind to ourselves as well, taking care of our bodies and our minds and our emotions. So remember that thoughts cause feelings, and let's choose to be positive every single day.
You know what, Miss Moorman? I noticed you said one of our other rules. I wonder if anyone else noticed that. Turn and talk to someone at home if you heard the third rule when Miss Moorman was talking, and remind anyone that's with you in the room, or just say it out loud to yourself, what that third rule is. I want to hear everybody. You're right. It is. It's be responsible. And you can be responsible when you're learning at home, when you're helping out at home. And you know what I think? You know, really, the people you live with are your neighbors right now. That's who you're going to spend the most time with. And I bet Mr. Rogers would be so surprised by the technology that we have, that we're together with you right now and you're going to be with your class. I bet he would be so surprised that we can do that. I know that you know how to be a responsible learner because your teachers and Miss Moorman and Mr. Teti have taught you that all year long, that you can be a responsible for your own reading and becoming a better reader, as an author, as a math thinker, as a scientist. All that you're going to get to do at home with your teacher's help. And won't that be fun? Now, I know I've asked you this before. Mr. Teti and I have asked you when we've had our assemblies with you, who is responsible for your learning? I want to see where those fingers are pointing. Are they pointing at us, or are they pointing at you? They should be pointing at you. You are responsible for your own learning. Your teachers are giving you all kinds of opportunities to learn in so many different ways. And guess what? You probably didn't know this, but they're learning too. They're learning so much new stuff. We have been working so hard all week to prepare for learning this way with you using our technology. And we are so lucky that we have that so we can see each other and talk to each other. And you know what? You can also show your parents, your brothers and sisters, just like Miss Moorman said, that we can be responsible at home. You know what will be so cool is when all this is over and we can get back to school and playing with our friends, that our parents are going to be saying to other people, oh my gosh, my kids were such great helpers. They were doing their schoolwork. They were helping around the house. We worked together as a family. And they are going to be so happy that you use your 3 rules of being safe, kind, and responsible everywhere that you were. I can't wait to hear the stories about how you've learned at home and what this experience is like, because Miss Moorman said we're going to find the positive in everything that we do. That is awesome. Now, we also want you to start your day off like we do at school with our morning announcements. Maybe you won't be hearing this in the morning, but Miss Micco is going to do our announcements.
Hello, City. Hello, Mrs. Pendred, Mr. McTady, and Ms. Moorman. It's so good to see everyone.
I'm Micco.
We're going to start, as we always do, with our Pledge of Allegiance. So at this time, please stand for the pledge and remain standing for a moment of silence. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, everyone. If you want to be seated, you can, or if you want to keep standing, you may do that also. Usually I go on and say the cafeteria is serving, but today I'll say your home is serving, and I don't know what you're having for lunch today, or dinner, depending on when you're seeing this. I'm not even sure what I'm going to be having, but I can tell you this. My stomach's rumbling, that's for sure. Special announcements. We have several of them today. Our first announcement is we miss having you in our hallways, and we miss being in our hallways. It's amazing how much that building or being there, being together with all of you face to face, person to person means so much. Please know we miss all of you. And even more than that, we're thinking of you every single day. We're hoping that you're being safe, kind, and responsible. We're thinking of you and wishing that you're taking time to rest, time to play, time to be with your family, and also time to learn. And boy, do we have some great learning that's coming up for you. We are so excited to share with you the things we have been learning and to see what you're going to continue learning. And I got to tell you, there's going to be times that we make mistakes, and there's going to be times that you make mistakes. But we're just going to learn from them and try again. We're not going to become discouraged and give up and think, I'm never doing that again. We'll try it again. And maybe we might have to make a few changes here and there, but we'll keep going and we'll keep growing and we'll keep learning together. Even though we're doing it through technology, we're doing it together. Next announcement, we have a shout out today. I bet you didn't know that was coming. This shout out goes to all of our students because we know that you are putting forth your best effort in being safe, kind, and responsible, and that you're going to put your best effort forth whenever you start getting those assignments coming in and joining in with your classmates through teams or whatever it may be that your teachers have planned. So big shout out to all of you. We're looking forward to some very, very big things from all of you. In fact, we're looking for you to make an impact. And that's how we're going to conclude our announcements today by saying, hey, let's make an impact today. And not only an impact, but let's make it as positive of an impact as we can. And also, as Mr. Rogers would say, have a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Bye-bye. See you later.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, I like that.